Hello, friends. So, I'm calling this Masterboard Monday. Just between you and me, today, right now, as I'm speaking, in reality, it is not Monday. But this is going to be posted on Monday. So, Masterboard Monday. What does it mean? So I commented on Birdie the Recycled Hippie Chick's YouTube one day, and I was like, oh, hey, you know, she was making clusters. And I was like, clusters, that's smart. That's a good way to use up all the stuff that I have. And she replied, and she's like, yeah, those masterboards are really great for people, you know, who are stuck. Because I had commented that, hey, that's a great thing for me to do when I get stuck and don't know what to do. So I was like, what the heck is a masterboard? So then I look around and I look it up and I'm like, okay, it's just a collage. Like a masterboard is just a collage that you cut up to make into other collages. And I'm like digging around, and somebody on Facebook had asked the question too on this Facebook group that I found for junk journaling. And it was kind of funny because a lot of people were like, yeah, they don't really make any sense. Like you're just making a collage to make another collage. And I was like, well, I don't know if they don't make any sense, but yeah, I think I would just make smaller collages. It's fine. But then, y'all, I was going through all of my stuff and I have this stack of paper. So, you know, remember there's this whole video about me and I'm all like, hey, if you're just getting started, you should buy all these kits. And there's like these 3 really nice ones. Well, one of them is nothing but like background papers. And I was like, those background papers need to be used up. And so this is what I use them for. So look, I'm fairly certain that someone is going to possibly comment and tell me that I'm all wrong, but I'm certain that someone is going to watch this video and be like, girl, you are all wrong. And it's fine. It's fine. I don't actually mind being wrong. I like being wrong because that means you get to learn things. So I am going to do my own masterboards the way I think this should be done, because I watched a bunch of videos on masterboards and people were just making collages. And then they were like making a whole collage and they were like, well, how should I cut it out so that I don't cut on this thing that I want? And I was like, why don't you just make your background, cut it out, use all your fun stuff on the small pieces that you don't want to cut up? So I don't know why they didn't do that. That's all up to them. They can do their art how they want to. No judgment here, because I think it's all great. Because let me tell you, those ladies that I was watching and I was asking those questions to myself, not in their comments, I can tell you right now, they do way better collages than I do, I think. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm so excited about this. Here's what I want to do. So, I did these masterboards. Let me show them to you. There's one. I did them with Mod Podge. There's 2. There's 3. So I have a super secret as well, which I'm going to tell you towards the end of this video. I hope I don't forget. So these are the 3 that I just did and I flattened, and now they're here. I have a secret to how to flatten them. Yesterday I just gessoed this one. So this is just the background that's been gessoed. This one, I did the background, I gessoed it, I wrote on it, or no, I painted it. Is this the one? Yes, this is the one that I painted. I painted this one, and then I put down more papers, and then I gessoed it, and then I wrote on it with a Stabilo All. That's what these black marks are. I made like big black marks. And I didn't really like it like that. So I gessoed over all of that. And then I put down more papers. So this one's got like lots of layers. And I've stopped here. And you'll see that it's all curled up. I'm going to show you how to flatten this very easily. I hope that you stick around because it is something that quilting taught me, sewing taught me. And it totally freaking works for this too. And I was a little surprised. So the last one that I did last night, so this one has a background. It's been painted on twice, and then I put more pages on it, and then I did this mark making. I went over it with some of my new carandage. That's not how you pronounce it. I was not a good French student. I got some of these very expensive crayons, but actually when I did the math, they're not any more expensive than Tim Holtz Distress crayons. So are they expensive? Who knows? But I got these nice Neocolor 2 watercolor aquarelle crayons, and I did a little bit of that coloring, sorry if that was loud, on this. And I did the mark making with some of this, and I have bubble wrap, but I threw it away because I have a lot of bubble wrap for mark making. So this is where this stands right now. I think this might be done. I think I might want to simply flatten this one out and then start cutting it up. This video is also going to be like, it's going to take days, because I want to, my plan is, I'm just so excited, I'm all over the place. So what I'm enjoying is, I get to use up all this ephemera that doesn't even work in magazine collage. I mean, could it? Of course it could. Like, I could do a whole vintagey background and then magazine collage, a modern thing on top of it. Not a bad idea now that I've said this, so I might try it. But what I really want to do, I want to use all these really cute stickers I have. So I'm about to pull all of my books down. Not that I want to. So I have all these stickers, right? And like, I mean, these aren't great. They have white outlines. You know, you'd have to grunge them up, etc., etc. But they're, I mean, they're cute, right? Like, these are all really cute. And all I could think was, when am I going to use all of these things? Because what I normally do, if y'all watch my videos, you know, I normally do my junk journaling in here, right? In this little journal. And this is where I use my stickers and my little papers and all of that. But really, I have so many papers, there's no way I'm going to use them all just in this book. And I know what you're saying. You're like, yeah, but you'll have other books. Right, but you know what? I would like to buy new papers. So I need to use what I have. So the name of this game is, we're going to use what we have. So I'm not going to use new things. I'm only going to use the stuff that I have right now. So I'm going to give myself it's like a little challenge that I'm challenging myself with. I have to use my stickers. I have to use all of these background papers. I divided them up into their sizes. There's 3 sizes. So I'm going to use all of these background papers up. I want to use these stickers. I also have like so many of these like PVA floral stickers. They're really cute, but the problem is they're really shiny. So what do I do with those? So I thought maybe clear gesso. So I may have to go buy clear gesso because I don't have any clear gesso. I may go buy clear gesso and see if that will tone them down. Oh wait, matte medium would do it too, wouldn't it? Because it's matte. Let's see. Bam, science, just like that. That's why you're here. You're here for my science. I know, you don't have to say it. It's okay, we all know. You're here for my science and my opinions and my bubbly personality. Let's see. I just want to like do a very quick, that was actually a little matte already. Where's a glossy one? I know. Y'all are probably turning the channel. Is that what they call it? I don't know. You're like, I'm not here for you to be figuring out what you're doing. That's I'm here for me to figure out what I'm doing. If you don't want to join, you don't have to, but I actually love watching my own videos. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what? I'm gonna tell the whole internet. When I watch my own videos, I laugh with them. I am mesmerized by them. It's just like I'm watching another channel, because when I am creating, I am not thinking. So when I go and, oh, you know what else I could do with this? I could scuff it up with my scuffer upper block. What was I saying? See, I don't think about things when I'm creating. So when I go and rewatch my videos, like sometimes I'll edit videos right after I make them. I do not remember saying half the things I said. So it is kind of like watching it for the first time. Okay, so I tried that. Now, what I want to do is be right back. And I'm back. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take this and I want, ooh, don't put that in wet glue. And I want a shiny sticker. Where's the shiny one? Come on, shiny one. Are you shiny one? I need a shiny sticker. That one's pretty shiny. Now, I'm with you. I know. I heard you. Whew. Boy, I heard you. I really did. You're saying if you do that, you're going to rub off the print, the ink. You might not be wrong. Ooh, you are not wrong. But if you do it light enough, well, it does kind of give it a neat effect, but you were right. You are going to rub that off. Okay. So scuffing it up, I don't know. You know, maybe if you don't go, what if you just went around the edges? I don't hate that. I really don't hate that. I kind of want to put it on this page. And I know that it might get cut, and that's fine. I know. I've said controversial things in this video. I know. Also, I ran out of baby wipes, and so all I have are my big baby wipes. I know I said controversial things. I said that other people had opinions, and that I did too. But I'm telling you, oh yeah, that like takes oh, maybe that's why it's shiny, huh? Is to protect the ink. Is that just gonna come off now? No, I don't think it just comes right off. Let's see. It's not coming off. Okay, well that's good. Okay. It also will not come off of the glass. So I think I am gonna just stick it right here. Should I stick it right there? I don't know. You tell me. Where would you like to see it? I feel like it needs to be somewhere where it can kind of shine. Get it? Because I took the shine off of it. That's a joke. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I did have it over here, and I was like, I kind of like that. Do I like that? Sure. It doesn't matter. When I start getting hemmy-hawy, indecisive, I just do whatever I'm doing at that moment. So there we go. All right. So that's on that. Okay, so that is kind of neat. Let's see. Can you see that? It's not bad. It's kind of cool. Okay. So, these guys are still drying, I think. Yeah, they are. I think that's the matte. It is the matte medium. That's good. Because for a minute there was like, was that the translucent medium? Or the iridescent medium, rather. So, okay. So, I have this one and I have this one here. This is the one I think I want to cut up. What do I want to do with all of these? Because I think that's really the thing that everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know what's a masterboard and what the heck am I doing with it? So to me, what the masterboard should be is the background, not a whole collage. Like it in my brain, and this may be different for your brain, and that's fine. In my brain, it doesn't make sense for me to sit here and put stickers all over this in places and then go, well, hang on, how do I want to cut them out so I don't cut my stickers? And maybe you do want to do that because maybe that's another different puzzle for your brain. See, because now that I've said that, I'm having this thought. Maybe I do want to put stickers strategically placed so that I do have to think about interesting ways to cut them out. Let me prove myself wrong. Because I was all like, that doesn't make any sense for you to be doing that. But you know what? I'm going to prove myself wrong. And I'm going to put stickers on here and then I'm going to cut them out in a different way to see which way I like it. Did I say any of that correctly? I'm not sure. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Distress ink. These little tins are cute. The only problem is you can just stack them places. I have lots of pegboards. I have one over there, and I have one right here, and then I have shelves. So I'm kind of on the fence if I like these little tins or not, but it's fine. Let's go with this color because this is so white it's going to pick it up. Ooh, you know what other color it'll pick up? That I'm always like, it never picks it up. Old paper. This is antique linen. I'm going to put it back. Old paper and weathered wood. We're going in. We are going to go in with the weathered wood. Maybe. There is a chance that my weathered wood needs a little spritz of refresher on it. It does not. FYI, if you were curious. This little dauber has other stuff on it too, so that's why it's looking a little strange. Have I mentioned that I live out in the desert and everything's super dry? I gotta spray a little refresher on that. It is kind of dry. Okay, let's use old paper. And I know, you're gonna be like, are you mixing on the dauber? Yeah, you know why? Because I'm a rebel, yo. All right, we're gonna do this. It's a big old motorcycle that just went by. It's usually pretty quiet out here. Certainly not busy like it was when we lived in Portland. Because we lived in town, and boy, was that exciting. Sometimes. I mean, usually it was pretty quiet, if I'm honest. But sometimes it could be a little interesting. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, grunge it up, grunge it up. All right, so I'm kind of drawn to this little cowboy hat because my horse, my little juvenile horse, insert picture here, is going to be going into his first horse show the first weekend in June. And my trainer, well, his trainer, I guess, I don't know, he trains me too, but the trainer that I use for this horse is going to be riding him, which is cool because he was like, hey, can I ride Leon? Could we take Leon to a show? And I was like, heck yeah, we can take Leon to a show. Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. And it's great experience for the horse too, because they get to get out into the hustle and bustle and all of that. And I think it'll be fun. And the last time I even thought about a horse show, I was 15 and I was very excited. I practiced and practiced and practiced because I wanted to show my favorite horse. And I was going to be able to, but then at the last minute, something happened. Man, for the life of me, I can't remember what, because that was like 30 years ago. And we ended up not going to the horse show. And that was the first and last time that I ever had an opportunity to go to a horse show. So I'm very excited that I can take my little baby horse to a horse show now. All right, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cover all of these straight lines as much as possible. I don't know why I want a piece of furniture in my collage, but it's a collage. It's a collage. Put the furniture in it. So yeah, so he's going to be doing cowboy dressage. I know. I was like, what the heck is cowboy dressage? It's like dressage, just not fancy. It's just cowboys. Although my trainer did say that some cowboy dressage horses do learn how to dance like the dressage horses, and I think it would be hilarious to get that leggy horse of mine to dance. Oh look, here's a little horse guy. Put him on there. Let's see. Ooh, is this the right color? Maybe I want old paper. I'll put this one on the moon. So has anybody else gotten into the whole Temu madness? So here's what's funny. My family hasn't even heard of Temu. I told them about Temu and they're all like, T what? Even my friends didn't know. So that was also funny. Because usually I am way behind the times. I am late to every party. I think a couple of friends of mine have been like, how does this lady know something that I don't? She's always late to the party. We are always telling her how the world works. I think I just kind of live in my own head. I just don't pay attention to fads and trends. But you can't not pay attention to Temu if you are anywhere on YouTube. So the Temu tube. Okay, so there's that. Those are cool. Should I put maybe a small one over there? Didn't I do the moon? I did the moon. Let's put the moon over there. Let's not put the moon over there. I don't actually want to put the moon over there. I've got like an old key and stuff. So I did place a Temu order. I think I used somebody's 30% off coupon. I think it's, I don't remember if it was Tanya from Side Gig Crafts. I think so. I think I used her code. You're welcome, Tanya, for the $3. You get $3 if you refer people. I'll put my little code below, but you certainly do not have to go to Temu. It's mostly stuff you don't need. But I did actually need some things, and I almost went to Amazon to get them, and I thought, yeah, let me go and check out and see if Temu has. They do have a really nice selection of dies and rubber stamps for next to nothing. So if you're into, you know, the Sizzix or whatever, Gemini? No, I don't know. I don't know. See, I don't know these things. If you're into that, and stamping, you'll love it. However, you need to be very careful because I have actually found things on there that were cheaper on Amazon. So you still have to shop, because while it says $1.98 for one thing, and you're like, oh, that's cool, you get a pack of 6 for $5 on Amazon. Not kidding. I ran into this just a couple days ago. So I'm not sure that I'm totally sold on the whole Temu thing. So, okay, so I'm going to leave this like it is. I'm going to put these up because I never even used any of them. And we need to see what other stickery goodness we have in here. Oh, here we go. These are nice. Those and these. Man, it's like I lost these for a second. I was like, wait, didn't I just see this one that had like a green label? Wait, the green label isn't cut out, is it? No, it is. Yeah, okay. So these are just like washi stickers, so they're probably not even gonna stick very well, but that's okay. It's fine. So one thing that I am looking to get from Temu is I'm looking to get like little, like, not fancy, but like fun, colorful buttons, because I want to make little clusters or twinchies or whatever with a little button on it, because I think that that would be cute. Oh, I just realized I should really turn this and stick things the other way. So yeah, so I'm learning about Masterboards. I think that they will be fun to make tags with. And I want to make tags because, let me tell you why. I think this is why I'm totally on this Masterboard train. So to the people who are like, Masterboards are dumb or they're pointless, I don't really see why you'd want to do that. Let me tell you why you want to do it. Because I've said this before, it takes 10,000 bad pieces of art to get to your one good piece. And doing the Masterboards is a way to do your bad pieces of art. So I can sit here and muck this up with paint and stamps and mark making and pencils and crayons and whatever else I want to, and then I can cut it up into little tags, and those tags I could just cover with stickers. Like, I can cover it all up, but I get the practice of doing all of these different techniques. And that is why I'm super excited to do Masterboards. Yes, I hear you in the back saying, you could have just said this to us so much earlier. And I probably could have, but we wouldn't have had the cool conversation about my horse. We wouldn't have been able to talk about other people. I don't know. I don't know what all we talked about, but here we are. Do I want? No. I feel like I really need something up here. So that's why I'm going to do these, because it helps me to practice. So what am I using? This is very thick cardstock. This, nope. This, nope. I'm going to find it. 2 of these pages are not thick at all, which is actually really helpful. Maybe you know what? I think it was this one. Yes. So this one's textured cardstock that I got just from Joann's. This one was not very thick, which is why it has so many layers. Because like this one is the thick stuff and it just has 1 layer on it, and it's just a smidgen not as thick as this one. Actually, I think this may be more rigid than this one is. So none of that was important, but you came along for the ride anyway, so here we are. Okay. So I put the stickers on, but now I'm realizing I shouldn't because I was going to flatten this. Maybe I can even with the stickers on, but probably not. How do you flatten them? Let me tell you. You need a cotton tea towel. That's what this is. These are called tea towels. It's just a woven cotton fabric. So you could use, it's kind of thick. You don't want like a really heavy, you know, canvas or twill, but it is kind of similar in weight to that. Like a flour sack towel, I guess. So you want that. You want a spray bottle of water. You need your iron, and you need your ironing board. I know, just hang tight. What you are going to do, and I will go and do this with this one with stickers on it and tell you how it works. I did this with So remember, these are all Mod Podge, so they got really curly. I mean, one of them looked like a bowl, and then I ironed it and it was flat. So I did iron this one with the gesso on it, and you can probably tell a little bit where the towel picked up the gesso. So let me show you what I do. I put it face down on the ironing board like this. Oh yeah, there's some gesso. You put this over it, and I don't use this part, I just use this part. And then you just spray it with water. And I mean, you get it wet. This is my overpriced, doesn't work too great, Amazon spray bottle. But it was fancy looking. So you spray it like this, and then you immediately just take a super hot iron. I keep my iron turned up to linen, and you just go over it. You kind of want it to sizzle, and you just go over it. And it's not going to get perfectly flat that way. You do have to roll this back, flip it over, and just go around, put this back, and then just go around the edges with your iron, and that will flatten it out. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to be right back. I can't bring you with me, but I promise you this isn't magic. Okay, this one did not flatten as well as these did, but it's still warm and it's still a little damp, so I'm gonna put it under, well, some 12 by 12 packs of paper. But you could see that it did not take up the stickers, which I'm very surprised by. So I'm gonna reiterate again what you do. You want to flip it upside down, put your tea towel over it, spray your tea towel down, put a very hot iron on it so that it sizzles, and then you're just gonna go over it. Like, don't let that iron sit for very long, and you're not trying to like get this super hot. And then you peel the towel back, you flip it over this way, you put your towel back down. You may wanna spray some more water if your iron took all the water out, because what you're really trying to do is steam this paper. And then you just go over the edges with your iron. You may have to, so remember, you put your tea towel is always on top of the paper. Your wet tea towel is always on top of the paper. You may, at the end, have to do a second pass on the back to really flatten it out. And then while it's still warm and kind of moist, I would suggest putting it on top of something heavy. So you may be saying to yourself, that's all great and wonderful, but you know, you could just put these on something heavy. Well, I tried that. I put 2 of these that were very curled under 3 huge packs of 12 by 12 paper, like full packs, so super heavy, overnight. And when I came to get them, they were worse than this. So I had to iron them anyway. It was one of these. So it had to get ironed anyway. And it doesn't matter that they're not laying perfectly flat, because like I said, I'm going to cut this, so it's fine. But that's my tip. Iron your paper. You can. The gesso will come up a little bit because I believe the water activates it and the heat. So don't be using your mama's good tea towels, y'all. Okay? So could you use a towel? You could use a towel, but they're very thick. Do you need to put a towel on your ironing board? You can totally put a towel on your ironing board if it makes you feel better. I didn't, and nothing came up on my ironing board, but also I've used that ironing board for so much quilting that it's got scorch marks and all sorts of stuff. So I don't mind if my ironing board cover gets a little gunky. So that's my tip. You know what? I'm gonna post this, and then the next Masterboard Monday, we're gonna cut all of this up. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be so much fun. I'm very excited. I hope that you are as excited as I am. And maybe I will get some new goodies from Temu. I haven't ordered any other things except for the stuff I really needed. But maybe I'll get some more crafty things from Temu, and then we can make even more fun Masterboard tags or whatever. So yeah, this is going to be a series about use up your stuff, and we're just going to use our stuff. All that stuff that we're like, I don't don't know if I really like that. Great. Great. Go get all of that stuff. You're going to need it. And then grab the ugliest piece of 12 by 12 heavy cardstock that you have in your stash, because I know y'all got ugly cardstock in your stash, because I have so much ugly cardstock in my stash. I am like, what in the heck was 2 years ago me thinking when we picked out this cardstock? And use it up. We're going to cover it up. We're going to cover it up, and we're going to use up all of our stuff, and we're going to let our inner children out, and they get to use, look, here's a pan pastel. I got some of that on here. They get to use pan pastels and crayons and whatever else we got laying around for their happy little hands to use. That's what we're going to do. So go get that, and then come back every Monday. And we're going to do things. It's going to be great. I'm so excited. Please come and join me. It will be a lot of fun. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. All of that stuff helps me. It helps you. I love if you leave me a comment. Shout out to Carrie. She and I had like a whole conversation a week or so ago in the comments. I just adore talking to y'all in the comments. So feel free to leave me a comment. Follow me on Instagram. Check out the community tab, because I do post stuff there, because sometimes I just get lonely and I'm like, I'm going to talk to somebody on the internet. And so I talk to y'all. And yeah, let's do this together. We're going to do masterboards. We're going to master the masterboard. I'm brilliant. Peace.